All right, Richard, I think we're good to begin. Oh,
Okay.
Michael's joined as well. I'll add people as they come in as well.
And we do have a quorum to start the meeting, Denise, is that true?
Yes.
Okay, well, good evening. This is the meeting of the Scranton HARB Historic Architecture Review Board. We do have a quorum and we have a number of projects to review this evening. I would like to start by having everyone introduce themselves. And if we go by my screen, I'll start with you, Tim. And we'll go.
Corbin, the solicitor for the HARB.
I'm Richard Leonori, Scranton Architect. I am the chair of the HARB. Katie.
Carney? I'm Katie Carney. I'm the historian. Sorry.
Yeah, that sort of went out of sequence. Katie Gilmartin.
Katie Gilmartin, member at large.
Jennifer Davis.
Jennifer Davis, contractor member.
Denise.
Hello, I'm Denise and I am the coordinator for HARB.
Okay, Todd and Jenny, I do not know you.
Hi, I'm Jenny Collins, Widmer Sign Company, and with me is,
hi, I'm Teresa Carrickner.
How do you do? Welcome to the meeting.
Thank you.
Lee.
Lee Borthwick, civil engineer.
Dave. Dave Johns.
Hi, Richard. Dave Johns from GPI. We're representing Lackawanna County for a project that's been submitted.
Michael Muller.
Michael Muller, architect in the city of Scranton, and I'm a member qualified by training and experience.
And Nell.
Nell Donnelly-O'Coyle. I represent the real estate broker.
Well, thank you, everybody. And with that, I'll call the meeting to order. One of the first items, of course, is our minutes. We all received the minutes from the last meeting. Is there any discussion on those minutes?
I'm going to bring them up on your screen, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, we got them.
There they are. So is there any comments regarding the minutes? If there are no comments, I would accept the motion to approve the minutes as written. Do I have a motion?
I will make a motion.
A second.
And Jennifer seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So we accept the minutes as presented. Then the next item are the review of applications for certificate of appropriateness. I don't know if we have an order that you want to proceed in these, Denise. Is there a special order for these tonight?
Looks like the agenda begins with 135 Jefferson, so I can bring that up if that's easiest.
Okay, so I'll just make a few comments. I did review these drawings. They are by GPI Engineering. It's basically to re-roof the historic Pennsylvania Gas and Water Company building, which is a county office building. There will be some repairs to a number of roof structures, but it appears that everything will go back in kind. Those structures are not actually visible from the street. So with that, is there any discussion about this application? I would like somebody to say something about it. I personally take no objections to it, but you know, I don't vote unless I have to. Are there any comments by anybody? Is there a motion to accept this submission as we've received it?
I'll make a motion to accept it.
Okay, Nell, is there a second on that?
And I'll second it.
Michael, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, Dave Johns, you see how easy it is when you do good work. Okay, so we accept this as appropriate for the historic district. We take no objections.
All right, I appreciate that, Richard. And as you can see, we did have an architect that we worked with, but unfortunately, I was the one that called in. So you got the structural engineer, but that's fine. Again, thank you very much. If you don't mind, I'll just be on mute and I'll just listen to the rest of the conversation.
Oh, that's quite okay. Certainly.
Sure, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, the next application.
that would be for us for Wayne Bank, replace existing signage.
Okay. I will make a certain comment about this. I think you're probably at the 20% coverage on that building.
This sign was permitted originally
Yeah.
in February of 2018. This sign has been up there since February of that year.
Right.
It was permitted as an interchangeable banner system on the building.
Mm-hmm.
And approved at that time. And all we're doing is requesting to have the face of the banner changed again. It's been changed 2 other times over the last 2, almost 3 years.
Right. Well, do we have any comments on this? I personally hate the flash on it. I think this bank has destroyed itself. It looks desperate for business. Okay, if they throw another sign on there, I don't know what, I mean, it's screaming, screaming, screaming. Bank here, bank here, bank here. And I don't know if that's what gets people business. I'm going to be honest. I personally do hate this kind of flash through the middle of it. It belongs on a van someplace, not on Courthouse Square. But that doesn't mean that I have the power to object or refuse that. So I have to tell somebody I think it's ugly. Okay.
I have to say we didn't design it. However, at this point, I think a lot of businesses are going to be screaming for business.
Yeah.
So do we have any comments regarding this?
I mean, it's just replacing the existing covering on the current sign, right?
Right. The original one was when they were voted best bank in the Happenings magazine. They wanted to promote that, and it's since been replaced over the years to either promote loans or other lending services that they have. So the structure is literally a banner system on the building. So it's just basically taking one banner down and installing a different one exactly the same size.
I have a question specific to a project similar to this for the Cultural Center, where we approved the apparatus that received the banner to eliminate the need for her to come before us each time, because I don't think we have control over the graphics per se, as much as we do over the apparatus that holds the sign up. So is there a way to approve a motion to just approve the perpetual replacement of a temporary banner within the apparatus?
We'd appreciate that.
I would think we could do that, Michael, just in the way we make the motion to accept this.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, it sounds like the apparatus is staying the same and it's sort of already existing. So I'll make a motion to approve the graphics as shown and future replacement of graphics within the existing infrastructure as appropriate.
Is there a second on that?
I'll second.
Okay, Katie, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any objections? Okay, you're, I think you got this, and I think if you change it again next month, you don't have to come before us.
Thank you very much.
You're
I'm going to
very
tag
welcome.
out and let Teresa take over for the next one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello?
Okay, so the next one is for 310 Adams Avenue. This is the replacement of an existing sign with a light up sign. I can be vocal again. I hate light up signs, but at least this one seems to have a black frame on it, not using the white aluminum cheap plastic edging that makes these things look like crap. So anyway, it doesn't face the street, and I would imagine that it is compliant with zoning,
Correct.
right? So if there's any other comment on this? It's a big pill. Okay, any, a motion to accept, a motion to not, anything from the board?
I'll make a motion to accept.
Okay, any comments? Is there a second?
Is this
I'll second.
I'm sorry, is this replacing an existing sign?
Yes.
Yes.
The existing one does not light up.
Okay, and Am I correct that the existing one is carved wood, or am I imagining something?
It's just a wood sign with vinyl on it that's peeling.
Okay.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Right.
Aye.
And any opposition? Okay, your sign is approved.
Thank you very much for your time.
And thank you for the black
Appreciate
edge.
it, everyone.
Okay, the black frame helps it a great deal for me. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, do we have any other items for discussion for tonight?
I do have one more item here.
Okay, Tim.
I received a letter from council on 316 Penn Ave. If we recall, that was from not our last meeting, the meeting prior. It
Yes.
was our last physical meeting. Council will, it looks from this letter that council will not be considering our advice and report as it was untimely. Therefore, the applicant will be able to proceed under the ordinance as if the certificate had been granted.
What was untimely?
The advice and report from us to council?
Meaning we were late in offering that?
Correct.
Were we? I wasn't aware of anything like that.
I believe there's 15 days that you have to answer once we give a no to something. Is that correct, Tim?
What happened is we had 5 days originally to provide our advice and report to council. It was extended. The applicant in that case had requested the grace period be extended. So our timeline was then extended by an additional 15 days. I think it brought us to an April 1st deadline. And unfortunately, we didn't have anything to provide them at that time.
So I think this was a little miscommunications in-house between us, all of us. I mean, Tim did reach out a couple times. I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I did not understand what exactly they were asking for and what we didn't have. I mean, as soon as I did, I kind of jumped on it, and we did, and Lee helped on this, and we did write up what we needed to do, but I guess it was late. And so,
Correct. We did submit it, and Richard's correct. Once he got on it, he had it done within the day. And we submitted it, I believe, May 1st.
yeah, I think I really didn't, I didn't understand what they were asking for. It wasn't clear, you know, I mean, it's, yeah. And so what city council decided, well, they were late, we're not going to answer this.
I'm not sure. I mean, this letter is from, let me see if this letter is from their council solicitor.
Can we go back to them and since we did have a response, to at least consider our response?
I can tell you, I've exchanged emails with them regarding this over the past couple days. You know, they obviously had received our advice and report, and you know, they were asking me what you know, what our position is, and I said, you know, I indicated the HARB would obviously, you know, prefer if the advice and report were considered as timely, but they certainly had the option under the ordinance to consider it untimely, which appears to be the option that they had chosen.
Even given the situation that we're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll have to get nasty with them, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I can certainly understand that they might not want to set a precedent, but I agree with Richard. I do think, given the circumstances, that might give them an out in not setting a precedent. And also,
Right.
they haven't gotten to updating their letterhead, so perhaps they'd consider that we're all a little bit
Yeah,
at 6 and 7s these days.
These are not normal times. This didn't happen in
Right.
normal times, you know, and so, yeah.
And if memory serves correctly, I think his sign maker also was not told by the city that he had to go before us before he even started the construction. So I think it's been a series of missteps, unfortunately, that the salad shop guy, the owner, has had to endure. But I personally, this pains me a little bit because it's such a beautiful and well curated block that represents the historic nature of the city so well.
Yes,
It's a shame.
yes. Well, and particularly the one, even though it's a half-ass awning because it doesn't cover the whole building, the thing about having the big logo on the awning is upsetting. And particularly since the sign maker said easily that the sign was just a logo and it could easily go on the window. There was no cost involved. There's no heartbreak in that. Yeah. Obviously, the owner didn't want to spend to have the extra 3 or 4 feet made of the awning. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing obviously to prevent the owner from heeding our recommendations. I suspect that I think Nell hit the nail on the head as far as I'm sure that the applicant's probably been frustrated throughout this process, and that's probably what council's responding to. Is I'm sure that the applicants reached out to them.
True.
I mean, I can tell you that they have.
True. Well, I don't know. Any other comments on this? And I'm sorry, Tim, that I did not understand what you were asking for.
No, and I understand it because it was our first time dealing with this issue.
Yes.
Especially since the new ordinance. So I think there's certainly
And the
confusion.
timing, I think, was, it couldn't have been the worst 2 weeks in the world, honestly.
True. True. I don't know. We could send a letter to this owner, at least requesting that he put the logo on the glass and not on the awning. Are we interested in doing that?
I think that's an interesting option. I wouldn't be opposed to that. There's no harm.
There's no harm. We could send to the owner what we wrote for city council, and we could at least request that they do consider putting the logo on the glass and not on the awning. I mean, this poor guy, it's going to be a long time before anybody's even there anyway. Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, that's not happening right away, no matter how you look at it. So
I'll make a motion to support a letter to the owner of the salad shop asking to reconsider our recommendations.
yes, particularly the placement of the logo.
I'll second.
I think that won't involve money. The extension of the awning involves money. A second on that?
I will.
Okay, so we have, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Tim,
Just
email.
gonna put there. What I'll do is I'll draft that up and send it over to you for approval.
Okay, you got it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Is there anything else?
We received a Scranton Times invoice for the April meeting of $105.55. And I
May I
need
have a
approval for
motion
that
to-
to be paid.
May I have a motion to approve that?
Was last month only $55, or do we have a double post? Was there a price difference in last minutes?
It was only 55, I think.
Yeah, it was. This one was longer. So the more lines you add to it, then the more expensive the ad becomes.
I see.
Oh, it's like an obituary.
Yeah.
Except not.
Oh, my. Okay,
All right, I'll
again,
make a motion to approve.
is there a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Motion to approve.
Thank you.
I have a question here, and I am working with Scranton tomorrow on the design of the pocket park, and it's very hard to achieve consensus with the group. And I'm wondering if we can't, and I'm going to have to recuse myself, but at some point in time, would they be able to get a sort of pre-review or an early review if the HARB raises certain issues regarding the pocket park? And my fear is that it will just set the whole process back. I mean, there's a board to, review everything, and a lot of voices, a lot of people have say. So would we be able to do that at a sort of early stage, pre-final?
I think that's always a good idea, but Tim, I'll leave it to you to answer officially.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's really at your guys' discretion. I think you're here as a resource really to the citizens of Scranton to provide this, sort of advice. And I think we invite any potential applicants to come in even before their projects are underway to get input.
Does that mean they have to pay twice or go through the
No,
process?
they wouldn't. So what I would suggest is until they have the final plans, don't necessarily apply for an applicant or don't apply for a certificate of appropriateness, but they can certainly contact Denise or myself and be placed on the agenda for an upcoming meeting. And then once they have the plans finalized, that's when I would recommend they file the application.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would like the input of the HARB on this before it's kind of too late.
Yeah, it's always best case scenario.
Right. Okay. Is there anything else? Denise, our next scheduled meeting will be?
Thursday, June 11th.
Okay. Thursday, June 11th, 5:30.
And yeah, maybe via Zoom again.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I'm just curious, Denise, if, when people make applications, such as the ones we saw tonight, if the process, now that it's slightly different, is handling some of the issues that we've seen in the past few years where people literally go to the desk and possibly are told the wrong instructions and don't come before us.
Well, I think the licensing department has got it down pat now. And so
I could provide some input on that. I've actually been speaking with Director Oleski quite frequently lately, and they're definitely doing a much better job as far as the procedure with HARB. I think the expanded ordinance has made it easier for them to identify these that are covered by the HARB. And I can tell you just by the number of applicants that we've been receiving, it seems that they're doing a much better job.
Okay, but that's great. But the expanded ordinance happened before the salad shop guys, sign installer, sign maker came before us. So that was just sad that had to happen like that. I felt bad for him financially.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious if that process has changed at all for the better, doing it this way. So
I don't know because I don't know if the salad shop, I think when they went in to apply for a permit, they were guided towards this. I think they may have actually constructed the sign before they even applied for a permit, perhaps.
Yeah, I think so too.
That might have been their
I
issue.
believe so.
Yeah, I believe that.
okay.
And then
Well, that's good. Progress.
The application meeting, the way to go.
Okay. The one woman whose awning we approved, I think she said she was going out of business. I don't know if the awning ever got installed.
Oh,
no.
really?
Yeah, on Adams Avenue.
Soul Food Paradise?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think she said the virus did her and she can't open.
Oh,
Okay.
poor timing.
Poor timing is right. Anything else for the good of the order? How about a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Right.
Thank you very much, all. We will
Thanks,
see
Dave.
Bye, see you next month.
you next
Take
month.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.